So for IRR, you just say equals the IRR. It will ask you the values. So you just need to put like these are the values. So if these are the values, then I want to calculate the IRR of this. I just need to say equals IRR, and then our values are these ones, comma, then guess is the rate, and then you enter. So it will give you the IRR. The internal rate of return is 3%. Is 3%. The internal rate of return is 3%. So for IRR, it is very simple. For IRR, it is very simple. So the guess is the rate, and the values are the cash flow. But now you have to include the initial outlay. You have to include the initial outlay. You have to include the initial outlay. So, but see, you know how to prepare the chart for each of the NPV. So in the case of the other one, you just need to prepare. We did 2 NPV. So you will insert the chart for the 2 different NPV. Just for the presentation. Just for the presentation. So maybe we just need to find out more question for the financial management. Let me see December. Was there any question for December? For the financial management, no? About April. April, it was more of using Excel functions. So did you manage to review the Excel functions? Because some of the other questions we have, it is for which we have to use Excel function. So it is general question, but now you have to use Excel. So we can introduce the management accounting, the management accounting. So what's a management accounting? So management accounting is like we are managing the cost. So in exam, you'll be given certain variable, and then maybe to carry out the break-even point or to do analysis. Was there any question for this? Is also among the one of the management accounting questions. So you'll be given cost and the unit, and then you will be told to calculate maybe the profit. So that is what you have to cover in management accounting. That is how to know to estimate the cost of the product using the ILO and regressional method. Using the ILO and regressional method. Using the ILO and regressional method. So with this product, with this question, this is question 23. This is question 23. generate the regression and estimate the cost of producing 900,000 units at the confident level of 95%, the confident level of 95%. So before we generate that one for regression analysis, can we be able to get the ILO method first? The ILO method. So for ILO method, you identify the IST cost corresponding with the number of units you've been given. That is the one of the method of estimating the cost. You identify the IST cost with the corresponding unit, and then from there you can form an equation in form of y equals to x. So you form an equation in form of y equals to a plus bx. Y equals to a plus bx, where y equals to the total cost, y equals to the total cost, a equals to the fixed cost, and then b equals to the variable cost. B equals to the variable cost. B equals to the variable cost. And then x is the number of units. X is the number of units. X is the number of units. So in this question, we have y and x. We have y and x. So we can able to identify the IST cost in y. If we check the IST cost here, the IST cost is 128 with the corresponding number of units, which is 1.2. And then we get the lowest cost. The lowest cost here is 44. That is the lowest cost with the corresponding unit of 360. So we will have these are y. So the first equation is now y, which will be y equals to the IST cost, which is y. So it is 128,000 equals to a, which we don't have, plus the b also, which we don't have, plus the number of unit, which is, so it will be 12,000. Hapa ijakatwa zeros, yeah, that is, so it will be 1200 x, because here we have cut 3 zeros. This one we don't have the 3 zeros, so it will be 128,000 equals to a plus 1200 x. So that is the first equation. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes. Why have you chosen 128,000 as the total cost?
Because we are using the high-low method.
Okay.
Yeah. So the high-low method is you pick the IST value in the list of cost. We have 144. There is 144 here. So actually the IST is 144, not 128. Not 128. So it will be 144. 144,000 equals to 1,400. Equals to 1,400, yeah. Equals to 1,400. And then the second equation will be 44,000 equals to A plus B plus 360x plus 360x. So these are two equations. So we can now form we can simplify this equation using we cannot use the substitution. Let's use the elimination method. So if you subtract a minus a, it will cancel each out. Now take 1400 minus 360. 1400 minus 360. So you get for 1040x. This is x. X. And then what about 144? Subtract 44,000. You get 100. Divide. So take this, divide by this one to give us 96.15. We can use two decimal place. 96.25. So 96.25 is our is if I equal x, this one it should be b because x is the number of units. So this should be b, not x. Even this one should be b. So what we are getting here is our b. So our b equals to that 96.15. You can round off 96.15. Now, can we substitute to get the value of a, the fixed cost? Can we substitute to get the value of a fixed cost? Yes. So you can substitute in any of these equations. So let's use the first one. So it will be 144,000 equals to a, which we don't have, plus 1400 multiplied by 96.15. So if we get 1400 multiplied by 96.15, we are getting 134610. Then we divide by 144,000. So get this divided by this. So our A, which is the fixed cost, is 10.6 or 10.70. That is the value of our A. So we have now all the variable, and then we were taught to estimate the cost of producing 900,000 units. So can we form an equation? So it will be our y. Our y will be 10.7 plus 96.15x. So this is our equation.
I'm getting 1.0.
You're getting?
1.06.
I've just round off. 1.06.
Yeah.
No. So try to repeat multiplication. Maybe you just multiply by 140 instead of 1400. It should give you 134,610. So check.
And then the division.
That division C, we have 144,000.
Yes.
So this divided by this. Oh, it should be 1. But how did they get this?
You put 1 point.
Oh,
you added a 0.
I added another 0 here instead of 144,000. So we should have 1.0. 1.07. Now we can't replace x with 900,000. So it will be 1.07 plus 96,000 and 96.5 multiplied by 900,000. So that is the cost of producing 900 units, 900,000 units, 900,000 units. So if examiner asks for the high-low method, because it is there in your syllabus, using high-low method and regressional analysis method, then you can use that one. You can use that one. You can use that one. Now there is a regression method. Regression method. So for regression method, first, any questions with high-low method?
No, it's okay.
So, okay. Now regression method, regressional analysis, I'll not use the long method because you might not be asked to do for the long method in Excel here, but we can choose Excel formulas, but there is another formula of using the long method, but I don't want to use that one. So let's use Excel because we have been told to have a confidence level of 95. So do you have data analysis in your, do you see the data analysis in your Excel? If you click data here, do you see the data analysis?
No. No.
Is it there?
No.
So I think this alpha, you need to include the data analysis tool. So what you just need to do is to go to File, Options, choose the option. So under the option, come to Customize the ribbons, and then there is Customize the ribbon. This way, not add in, not customize the ribbon, add in, and then from there, check whether this analysis toolbar has been added. If they have not been added, and then there is an add in happen. It appear an option of adding. You can click, you can see the inactive application. So you can just click to add in. So these are the some of the active application, inactive application, and kuna active application here. Click add in. What are you seeing with analysis toolbar and solver add in?
The first one, analysis toolbar,
is active.
the first
solver?
one or the second one?
There is no solver.
No, there is.
So all these three are active.
Inactive.
Inactive, so activate.
Okay, have been activated.
Now, so once you have activate, then you should be able to find it when you go to Home tab and then click Data. You should be able to see Data Analysis. Is it there?
Yes, it's there.
Okay, good.
Was
Now,
activated.
so what we do, we just need to click that data analysis. So if you click data analysis, you'll get a lot of formula. You can get correlation, covariance, descriptive statistics, which I think there is also that part of getting the descriptive statistic in this question. It was the first part. Yeah, this one, to generate the descriptive statistic. You can also be able to get the exponential smoothing histogram, and then random numbers generation, percentile, regression, and sampling. So you also need to know how to calculate all these, especially the correlation, covariant, descriptive, exponential, histogram, and then moving average, regression, and sampling, because we don't know, event maybe examiner will ask for that. Also the mean. So but for now, let's get to the regression. So I will click regression, then click OK. Now the confidence level here, you make sure it is 95%. 95%. Now we have the input range. The input range here is our Y. So I will put the cursor there, the input range of Y, and then select the data of Y, which is this one, and then put the input range for X, and then select the data for X. And then you can plot a probability plot, no, the standard residual, no, in a new worksheet. Plot in a new worksheet out of the range. Okay, just click OK, and you can see it has been generated in a new worksheet, which this is our regression analysis. So with the regression analysis, you can be able to get the intercepts with the standard error and the lower confidence level and upper confidence level. That, so in exam, you just need to give them this one, because you can see these are regression analysis with a significant level, residual, and total. Also, upper wamekupea the observation. So this is the regression statistics. The regression statistics. So in exam, we just need to know, or just to remember where to get that one. It is data analysis, put regression, and then select the data. It will pop up. So descriptive statistics we find, yes, imekupea hizi values. So management accounting and quantitative analysis. The application are the same. The application are the same. So let's go. So for descriptive statistics, let's still use the same data. Copy there. Let's try descriptive data analysis. You select descriptive statistic. Okay. So it will ask you for the input range. So the input range, this will be our input range. That's our input range. Still can maintain the confidence level of 95%. Can get to the statistic summary and click OK. So you can see will be provided. This is the column where there was no data. So even we don't need this. So it will be given to all the values. So you can see our mean is 810. For this is for X and this is for Y. It's for X and Y. Mean, if you get the mean of this one, let's get the mean. Mean is just getting the average. So if we try to get the average, let's confirm with the normal one. So you can see if you get the average, you'll get 810 for X and also for Y equals to the average. For that, be able to get 93. So that if you use the formula, you can also use the formula to get the median and also the median. So if you say equals median, sorry, let's use it here, equals median. Yes.
I'm not getting the same thing.
For descriptive data. So just select this is the data.
Yes.
X and Y. Let's say these are data, X and Y. Okay, a new worksheet. These are our data, X and Y. X and Y. Now, to get that, you just click data. It will then to select descriptive. And then click OK. So, you'll get the input range. Umeona mahali imeandikwa input range? So put the cursor there, and that input range, you select your entire data. And then let's maintain the confidence level of 95%. The output range, if you want to, maybe you don't want to get the new results in a new worksheet, let's try to put it here. And then click OK. So it will be populated there. If you don't want to put in a new worksheet, you just need to select where you want to paste the output. So you'll get medium, standard deviation, all that, maximum, minimum, count, sum, and the confidence level. So that's how to generate the descriptive data. What else do we need to cover there? But that one is not for management accounting, but quantitative. But always quantitative and management, they go hand in turn, or they have the same application. Now,
So this is the answer to the first question.
yeah, that is the
Generate
answer
the
to
description.
that is the answer to the first question.
The way it is.
Yeah, it is just the way it is because they wanted the descriptive data.
Okay, what about this hashtag division?
Oh, the hashtag, this one, which one? Now, this one, this is a blend because we select our data with a plain column here. This is column D.
Oh.
Yeah. So this one, you can just delete this one. There is no, that one, you don't need that one. Okay. There's another question, another past paper, maybe I want to share.